they have actions slotted. If you're wondering why they have the set of actions they have slotted, you can ask them. But as long as it seems reasonable, like having a phone of power, a banner, a Seraph Strike chain spell, stuff like that, you should be fine.
Alright.
Party leaders, once your party has a full set of party members with Re-Raisers active, Pure Essences active, and Actions active, please go ahead and say that your party is ready.
What, I activate re-raise? Yes.
Wait, is there an Arcanist? Oh no. Okay, so we have a slight problem. So there is someone in here who did not equip their Jobstone before going in. So, that is an issue because you cannot change jobs inside. Don't worry, this is something that's happened before. To a man named Harvin. He came in here as a conjurer on a re-clear. But it does mean we will have to re-instance. So, if everyone can go ahead and leave instance really quickly. Akka, I'm gonna ask that you please equip your Jobstone before we go back in. As we don't want to just leave you down on the ground. So yeah, please make sure you have a Jobstone equipped, as again, you cannot equip it inside. Just let me know when you're ready, Akka, and we'll go in.
Someone leave party? No.
Okay, perfect. We're going back in. Before we go back in, please go to the Lost Finds cache. Make sure you have a Pure Essence inside, a Re-Raiser inside, as well as 2 reasonable actions to load up. One thing I do to make this easier is if you look in the bottom right corner of the layout, you can see the manage sets, and you can just have sets for that. It's okay, it happens to everyone. It literally happens to the Delubrum Delver, so... we can go and commence. Once we're inside, again, we're going to pop a Re-Raiser, we're going to pop a Pure Essence, and we're going to pop a set of 2 good actions. You should not need to use any new actions, as obviously we didn't get the chance to use any, but just make sure you have a Pure Essence and a Re-Raiser on. Go to the Lost Finds cache, and grab back your action. We're going to once again stand on the markers I'm about to set out. And party leaders, please make sure people have Re-Raisers active and Pure Essences active, as well as decent actions. Once you've confirmed that, you can say that your party is ready in Yell Chat. Party A is ready, Party F is ready, Party C is ready. A, C, D, E, and F are ready. Party B, let me know when your party is ready and we will start. I'm just gonna confirm really quickly. Loxius, you have Percept active right now. And Elston, you have Percept active right now, correct? Perfect. I have Banish for Phantom. Pain, do you have your Percept in your backpack for Phantom?
I do.
Perfect. And Shiroi, do you have yours for After Trinity Avowed?
Yes.
Perfect. All parties are reporting ready. So what we're going to do, parties A, B, and C, you're going to drop down on the pad with the A, B, and C. Parties D, E, and F, you're going to drop on the pad with the 1, 2, and 3. Golems, additionally, you can drop down one voice chat to the voice chat B. I am going to be calling golems. If you're on Slime side, you're going to be listening to Rain Highlands. He will be your he will be your Slime's caller.
Hello, hello, slime side.
Howdy.
Is this the rock side?
Oh, I
This
believe.
is for.
like,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just waiting on a couple more people to come down. Just gonna wait on them.
And this is golems, correct? Sorry.
Yes, this is Golem side. If you're in here, you should be you should see a bunch of piles of rock.
Awesome.
Let's see. We are now waiting on. Okay, we should be correct. We should have 24 in each. So at this time, I'm gonna start explaining golems. So first of all, if you are not someone who I am assigning a role to, please stand behind this line. Okay? This that door, it starts the encounter, and we do not want to start the encounter until we are fully ready. So I'm going to I need one tank to stand on this golem with a healer. Mika Zarad? Okay, perfect. And I will be with you. So I'll stay on I'll be here. I need one tank on this golem, along with a healer. Perfect. I need one tank on this golem alongside a healer. And lastly, I need one tank on this golem alongside a physical range DPS. I have a tank here. I need a physical range DPS. That can be a dancer, a bard, or I
Oh,
guess a machinist.
uh,
Okay, perfect. Mars.
Is
Okay.
this for D, E, and F?
Yes, this is parties D, E, and F. If you are in parties
Alright.
D, E, and F, you should be in this voice chat. Lastly, I need one tank right here in the north hallway. Elston, perfect. And I need our last tank in the south. Perfect. So, let me explain what's going to happen here. Golems. These golems are going to need to die on the pad and be the same color as the pad they are on. The procedure is going to be, all tanks are going to pick up their golems. The blue golem is going to go, this first blue golem that Mika Zahard is going on is going to go to the blue room. This second golem that Pain and Suffering is on is going to go to the white room. This third golem that Aurelia is standing on is going to go to the green room. And this fourth one that Knight is standing on is going to go to the red room. The numbers I have on their heads is the order we are going to kill them in. If you are a tank, you are going to take your golem into your room. If there's a trap in your room, you are going to wait for the Preceptor to find it and then step around it. Healers, you are going to heal your tanks if they need it, or Esina them if they need it. Specifically, the blue golems will need an Esina. The blue golem is going to get killed. We do not want it changed in color, as it needs to be blue to die on the blue golem. The white golem, the golem starts as blue. We need it to change forms once. There's going to be cast a metamorphosis that is going to change the golem's color to white. How we're going to handle this is the white golem is going to be taken into the white room. We're going to wait for it to turn white. We will not interject or head graze the cast metamorphosis. We're going to let it turn to white, and then we're going to burst it down. The green golem is going to go to the green room. You're going to simply cast interject on every single metamorphosis. You'll have plenty of time to do so by yourself. You're just gonna hold it on the pad until we come kill it. Finally, the red golem. The red golem is the last one we're going to kill, and we're going to be waiting to kill it until Slimes is committing. You're going to let the green golem change to red. You're going to let the first metamorphosis go off to do that. And then as soon as it turns red, no one else needs to touch the red golem other than the main tank. That will be Knight Arcadia. That's especially important for you, Mars, as when you are interrupting any casts, make sure you are not right-clicking or attacking that golem as it might aggro onto you. The tank for the red golem is going to have to run it around in circles around the room, as if they get hit, they're probably going to die in 1 to 2 hits. As soon as it turns red, Mars, you are going to start interjecting every metamorphosis. You let the first one go off, and then after that, you interrupt every single one after that. Lastly, our hallway tanks, that will be Elston Weiss and Timulan Ka. They will be standing at the north and south ends of the hallway. Elston, you'll be going to the north, Tim, you'll be going to the south. You will simply be grabbing the Bojin guards that will spawn on either end of the hallway. They don't do that much damage, you just have to ensure you don't get hit. Sorry, they're not guards, they're golems on this side, but yeah, it's golems. And yeah, you're just gonna hold those, you're gonna DPS them down. Yeah, go ahead and wiggle around, make sure to move your character. Yes, if you press head graze, you're going to automatically, start auto-attacking, so use head graze and then, click off of the golem and sheath your weapon.
I have a question, Opal.
Sorry, what was that?
I have a question. Because I have
Uh,
the blue golem, do I just go to the room with it after someone clears the turf and then just stay with the golem in the room for the rest of the encounter?
So no, once the blue golem is dead, you're gonna join the murder ball. If you're in one of these tanks or healers or physical ranged, you're going to be in what is called the murder ball. You're going to go into the blue room with the blue golem, you're gonna wait for it to be on the pad, and then you're gonna kill the blue golem. After that, you're gonna go to the white room. You're gonna wait for this white golem to change colors to be white, and then you're going to kill it. After that, you're gonna go to the green room. You're gonna kill the green golem. And then you're going to go to the hallways and kill the Bojin golems. You're going to do that until in Shout Chat you see Slimes ready. As soon as you see Slimes ready, you're going to go into the red room. You're going to start hitting the red golem. And then Knight, as soon as the red golem gets low, you're going to drag it onto the pad and invul. Hanks, yeah, you're either going to see Slimes... Sorry, what's that?
Can you repeat the invuln part?
If you're the red golem tank, you're going to invuln the red golem as soon as it starts getting low, about 40%. If you're not the red tank, you don't have to worry about that. Knight knows what he's doing. But for everyone else, you're going to see as soon as the golem starts to get low, the tank is going to pop their immunity, and they are going to stand near the red pad so that the golem walks onto the red pad, and we're going to kill it as soon as that happens. You have about a 10-second window to kill it, so please make sure you do finish it off.
Question for the white golem. So, I just attack it once to get aggro, drag it to the white room, and then do I just not attack it at all until the murder ball comes?
No, you can keep hitting it.
Okay.
Just ensure you do not use interject, and no one uses head graze on it, as if we do that, it's going to kind of slow things down. It's fine if it does happen. The nice thing about Golem's side is it is not as punishing as Slimes with a mistake like that. But yeah, don't use interject, please, unless you are in the green room or the red room.
Awesome, thank you.
Golems will also start invulnerable to damage, so pull with provoke.
Yep. And one last thing, our Preceptor. Where's our Preceptor? Elston, right? So, I saw Tim already showed you how to do it, but the basics is you're gonna come to this wall. Every golem's pull, you're gonna start. You're gonna come to this wall. You're gonna press Percept. If you see there's a trap nearby, you will say so in yell chat. If not, then you'll go over to the white room. Or whether or not there is, you're gonna go over to the white room. You're gonna do the same thing over here with this. If you see a trap, you'll say in white room. And the typical format you're gonna say is, for example, if there's one in white room, and there's none in blue room, you're gonna say white, mid, north, okay? And I believe that's what I saw. Yeah, so what that means is for everyone else, you're gonna go into the blue room, like normal. Blue tank, or sorry, white tank, you are going to wait until you see the... You're gonna wait until you see the trap in white room percepted for you. Green and red tanks, you are also going to wait until you see a trap in the middle of the hallway percepted, as well as in one of the northern rooms. Okay? So do not go into your room until you see a trap percepted in the middle and to the north. Make sure you do not go through the middle of the hallway. I'm just going to use the form marker. There can be a trap. Let's see, let me get an angle I can press that. There's going to be a trap somewhere over here, okay? And it is always going to be an explosive trap. We do not want anyone dying to it, okay? So if you're in the northern rooms or the white room, please wait for your Perceptor this pull to find a trap. And Elston, if you want, you can start by percepting the middle. And then you can percept white room and then the northern rooms. Because percepting the middle means that the northern tanks can at least get towards their rooms. Are there any questions about Golem side? Golem side is a little bit, it's not necessarily that it's that much easier conceptually, it's that it's more forgiving than Golem side. Or sorry, it's more forgiving than Slime side, so you're less likely to, cause a wipe just by messing up a little bit. Yeah, are there any questions at this time? If party leaders can go ahead and do ready checks, please say yes to this ready check if you understand what you're doing. If you have any questions at all, please say no and ask them in yell chat. Once your party is ready, please say something like, D ready, E ready, or F ready. You can also just capitalize the letter in the word ready. Yeah, like that. There you go. Okay, D and F is ready. Golems is ready. At this time, tanks, please go ahead and make sure your stances are on if you are tanking. All of you should be, so turn on your stances. Your stances are going to turn off every time we re-instance. Summoners, please make sure you have your carbuncles on the ground next to you. Sages, please make sure you have your cardia on. Scholars, make sure you have your fairies out. Yep, now we're just chilling, waiting for slimes. So golems do not have these same concerns as slimes does as far as AoEs. So if and when you ever do slime side, you will not be able to use big AoEs. So dancers won't be able to dance inside. Healers won't be able to use like a size, earthly star, stuff like that. Because it can accidentally pull the slimes all together and just kind of like ruin the whole thing, and it can cause a wipe. Golem side does not have that concern outside of the red golem. If you are not the red golem tank, please do not touch the red golem. Be careful, as AoEs can go over these walls. If you want to see like how you can place AoEs over the walls, if you're a healer, you can come jump here and you can like place an asylum over there. Yeah, these walls, if you're jumping, you can like attack over them. So be careful you don't use like big AoEs, especially if you're in blue room or the hallways. Yeah, Mars, for your safety, don't attack the red golem. Especially like before it transforms. As if you are auto-attacking it, there's a chance that you grab aggro, and then you have to kite the red golem around, and then you have to die before we like resolve the red golem. It really sucks. It happens sometimes. It's not the worst thing if it does happen. It just means you're going to be down a re-raiser, or we're going to go down in a rise.
Question from Elston, if we're blowing up the traps.
Some servers do blow up the traps. I personally think it's good for the Preceptors to get a good grasp of Precepting traps. But if you want to try invulning the traps, there is a way that Ether does it, that every tank will just invuln before walking into their room, and they will just blow up that trap. It means you don't need Perception for barracks. So if you are a tank and you want to invuln and walk into your room, all it means is that we'll be dying a little slower, but that's not the end of the world. But like I said, I do prefer that we let the Preceptor do their things. And yeah, please make sure, especially if you're a Gunbreaker, Warrior, or Dark Knight, that your healer knows you are going to invuln.
I have 2 questions.
Yes.
So for Reaper's Arcane Circle, does that count as an AoE that might draw aggro, or is that...
That is not something you need to worry about over here. Press all the buttons you like, as long as you are not pressing them on the red golem.
Sounds
Okay.
ready?
Times is ready. Perfect.
And my
Ready.
second question is, the murder ball is just right here waiting to go in.
Yep, Murder Ball can just stay right there. I'm gonna do a 30-second countdown before we start. Yeah, go ahead and make sure your dance partners are on, your carbies are on, your stances are on, everything like that. I'm gonna do a 30-second countdown. As soon as this 30-second countdown goes off, Preceptor, you're going to find the middle trap, and then the white room trap, and then the northern trap. Tanks, you're going to pull your golems towards your rooms. The only one who can actually go in is the blue golem. Make sure you don't hit an explosive trap, as if you die, that's very sad. I value your lives a lot, so please don't die unnecessarily. Go
Godspeed.
ahead. Pull golems to their rooms. Preceptor, you can Precept right there. Perfect. Come Precept the white room now. You can stand in the doorway. Perfect. Pull the golems to their rooms. Northern tanks, please be careful. Wait for the traps. There is a trap in one of the northern rooms.
Mika, go in the blue room. It's safe, there's no trap in it.
Healers, please be ready to Esena this tank. I've got it, so you don't need to worry, but that bleed is really nasty. Knight, please just wait for it. You don't have to kite it right now, Knight. Please, interrupt the green and the blue. Perfect. Yeah, Knight, now you need to kite it. Perfect. If you're not the... Yeah, pull it a little bit further on the pad. That's a little too far. Please pull it back. Hold DPS on the blue. Hold DPS on blue. Kill it now. Kill it now. That's perfect, Mika. Okay, Murder Ball can move to white room. Please avoid the poison trap. It hurts. If you see a cast, please interrupt this cast of Metamorphosis in every room. Interrupt these. Go and kill the bicolor gemstone. Please focus your damage on the bicolor gemstone. Okay, perfect. We can move to green room. If on your way to green room you want to kill some of the golems, feel free. Make sure you are not going to the red room. Please interrupt these casts of Metamorphosis. And focus your damage on the green golem. Okay, once the green golem is dead, you can go out into the hallways. There are these ruined golems. We can just AoE these down. There's some in the north, some in the south. Please kill them. We're gonna wait until Slime's calls commit. Make sure you think about building gauge for our first boss. You can use this as a chance to build your Reaper gauge, build your Red Mage gauge, get your Blood Lilies. And we're
Shroud
literally
of
just
Shade
gonna
with
kill.
20%.
We're literally just gonna kill these golems until, we're just gonna kill these hallway golems until slimes calls commit or wipe. Just make sure you avoid the traps, as they will just kill you and everyone around you. If you've done BA, you know enough to dodge the traps. Yeah, the poison ones are fine. Like, it's not the end of the world, but it still kind of sucks. The explosion ones will kill you. Slimes wipe. Okay, everyone, gather around this trap in red room. Knight, you can just die to it. Yeah. Go on, let it metamorphose. That's fine. Stand around this trap, do not walk in yet. Everyone gather around. And we're gonna walk into the trap together. 3, 2, 1, walk in. If your re-raise pops, you can go to the one out towards the hallway. If not, you can wait for the golems to kill everyone else. Go gather around the one in the hallway, do not walk in yet. Aw, that's unlucky.
So what do I
So-
do with the bicolor bracelet?
Everyone gather up, stack up. Everyone just stack up, we wanna die. The poison, let this metamorphose go off. Please let the metamorphose go off on the blue golem, as it has an AoE that can kill people. You can use this to, if you don't know, you can right click off your pure essence to die a little bit faster. It probably won't matter that much, but... So, that was an excellently executed golem, by the way. That is exactly what we're doing. So we're just gonna wait for, slimes to do their thing. If you're still alive, you can wait for the tank buster to come out, as it is a big AoE that will just kill everyone. Okay, perfect. You can go ahead and leave the instance. You could stay in this voice chat. I'm gonna go up one voice chat just to, coordinate. Go ahead and go back to the Lost Finds cache and grab your actions for next instance in.
Wait, so we were all just supposed to die horribly there?
That was it. Yep.
Oh.
We cannot leave the instance without dying, so if Slimes wipes, we just have to kill ourselves to get back out and try again.
Gotcha.
Was that a slime wipe?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Generally speaking, with Fresh Prog, you're probably going to wipe the Slimes a couple times. Even on reclears, Slimes wipes somehow.
Yeah, slimes can be very finicky. There's a lot of failure points that can just cause a wipe, and that are very hard to recover. Versus golems, where your like points of failure are much more mitigatable, and it mostly just comes down to like people dying to the golems in silly ways.
If you want an idea of how easily you can recover from it, I had a run where a healer picked up the red golem and the green room accidentally let their golem cycle, and we still finished before Slime had to wipe.
Hey, Opal.
Yeah.
Need to ask a quick question. Were you? How far into it were you?
We were ready for. We were ready to
Can-
commit.
Well, can you shout when you're at 3?
Oh
Dead,
yeah, sure.
Then.
Sure. I
Thank
mean, you
you.
can just shout when you guys are ready to commit, because we're always gonna be ready before then.
Probably it's just I just want to have a little bit more.
Okay. If you just want an idea of where we're at, I can say when we're at. Red column.
Yeah, just say that if possible. Thanks.
Yeah. So yeah, go ahead. Grab, reuse your pure essences and re-razors. You should not have used any actions, so you shouldn't need. So Mars, it's recommended that you use a re-razor beforehand. As if we do get past, that is an extra re-razor you could have had in your, in instance bag, so that you can actually get more prog. If you really want to, like, no, I'm not even gonna say that. You should have a re-razor on, just because, like, if we do get to Trinity Seeker, there's a good chance you die many times. And we want you to have that re-razor on and have more re-razors, just in case.
Oops, these are ether markers.
Yeah, these are fine. Go to your party's markers. Make sure everyone has a Pure Essence and Re-Raiser. Once you're good, go ahead and say it in Yell Chat. I'm just gonna do this and this.
Being a message.
Huh?
Yeah, it's me.
Let me fix these. Okay, so D is ready, E is ready, B is ready, C is ready. Let me actually run my ready check. Or actually, I don't even need to do that. My party's ready. So we're waiting on A to be ready. All of Golem's ready. Okay, perfect. At this time, you can go ahead and drop back down. Make sure before you drop down that you have a Lost Finds holster with a full set of actions that you will need. Once you have all that, please step onto your pad, go to golems. Tanks, please stand on your golems again. Healers, please stand on your golems again. We're gonna wait for the Preceptor to find their traps. Make sure you have your stances on, your Carby summoned, and your dance partners set. You guys did an excellent job last time. Let's do that same thing again. White, mid, north. Okay, you're gonna do the same sweep pattern. You're gonna find the one in the middle. You're gonna find the one in white, and then you're gonna go into north. Are there any questions from last time we did Golem? If there are no questions, party leaders go and do ready check. Get people ready. I was expecting a little bit more of a re-explanation from Science, but I guess they know what happens, so... Once your parties are ready, please say so in Yell Chat. D is ready, F is ready. E is ready, okay. Let's do a countdown of 30. Again, please make sure you do not get close to the door if not necessary. Check your stances, tanks have stance on. Summoners have Kirby summoned, dancers have dance partners set. Please make sure again to avoid the traps. They are in white room, in the middle, and in one of the northern rooms. DPS, you're just gonna go to the blue room again. Go and find that first trap. Take your golems to the room. Come to white room. Doorway first. Perfect. DPS can go into the blue room. Focus on the blue room poem as soon as it's on the pad. Come Percept on the plate now. Perfect. It's in red room. Be careful in red room as there is a trap in there. Again, we're going to let the white and red golems turn. If you're not in white or red room, please interrupt these Metamorphose casts. Go and kill the white golem now. Oh no, Knight, are you okay?
Yeah.
Here, let me... I got you. Let me just...
Thank you for the.
Once you see Compaction start casting... Oh, please heal that tank up. Once you see Compaction, please use some of your burst. Just burn it down so that it doesn't cast Compaction, as it's really annoying if it does. Perfect, let's go to green room. Interrupt these. Metamorphose. Make sure you dodge the hallway trap. We don't want that one blowing up. Okay, once the green is set, you can go kill the hallway golem. Remember that you can use this time to build up your gauges. We're gonna have to be really careful once we go into red room, as there is a trap right in the doorway. Please make sure you do not step on it, especially not with people nearby. Go and kill these ruin golems. Make sure you kill some of the ones in the south as well. Again, just continue not touching the red golem. I'm gonna go ahead and say this now because it was something that happened last time, but if slime swipes again, what we're gonna do is we are not going to interrupt the metamorphose on the red golem. The red golem is gonna turn blue after it metamorphoses, and it has a big tank buster that can cleave everyone down. So if slimes calls wipe, we're not gonna interrupt. Until then, we're just gonna keep interrupting the red golem, keep killing the hallway golems. Okay, commit. We're gonna go into the red room. Please dodge the trap. Kill the red golem. Interrupt this metamorphose, please. Focus on the red golem. Please burn it down. Knight, that was very bold. At this time, please pop your invuln and pull it onto the pad. Tank, please voke that. Tank, please voke that. Tank, please voke that. Pull it onto the pad, pop your invuln. Pop your invuln, pull it on the pad. Perfect. Keep killing the hallway golems. Please do not use holy at this time. What we're gonna do is these are gonna start casting a big attack that is going to give a doom stack if it goes off. Please hold your stuns, but as soon as it starts casting that demolish cast. We are just waiting for slimes to be finished. Please stun demolishes when you see them. Right, please remember to pop a re-raiser now that you're back up. A stun demolish cast. Perfect. Perfect. That is a slimes clear. At this time, you can go make sure no one in your party is dead. Go to the glowing teleportation pad and go up one voice channel.
Or John, make sure you check on your parties. If there's anyone dead, if no one's dead, then you can go ahead and jump on the glowing pad.
Okay, welcome to Trinity Seeker. This is the first real boss. This is when you're gonna start using those actions that you slotted in. If you died, please make sure you pop a re-raiser. Make sure you grab your chest at the bottom of these stairs. All loot in TRS is personal. It is your loot. I cannot grab it for you. Oxius, oh no. Go into your settings, and there's a keybind to turn on and off RP walk.
Oh, well, I had RP walk on during the commit call, so I was just using Ethereal manipulation on all my party members.
Oh my god. Yeah, I have to...
movement, toggle between run walks.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna start doing explanations for Trinity Seeker. Let me put down my markers just so that you have a reference point. These are the markers that I use personally. Yeah. Let me just pull this up. So, first up, I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. I'm going to call mechanics either marker relative or boss relative, depending on what is easiest to understand. Boss relative means that if you are standing behind the boss, that is where you're going to be interpreting those directions from. I'm going to say right, I'm going to say left, I'm going to say back, I'm going to say front. That's going to be calling safe spots. So I'm going to tell you where to stand, either the back, front, left, right, whatever. That is very important for one of the most deadly mechanics in this fight. Fourfold Mercy. Fourfold Mercy is a very fast cleave that if you've done normal, you might be wondering how is that deadly? Especially if you have callouts for where the safe spot is. If you want to see how fast this mechanic is, please look in group chat 3, as there's a gif of the speed. This is a very fast mechanic, and it can get people killed. In order to dodge these fast AoEs, you're going to wait and walk into the orange AoE for the safe spot. Again, I will be calling the safe spots boss relative, so I'll say like left, left, right, right. Or I might say right, left, left, right if there's 2 movements. Next up, there's Seasons of Mercy. Seasons of Mercy is a 3-part attack, really 4-part. It is going to be ice spawn. There's going to be a grid of ice attacks that are going to spawn. You're going to need to find the safe spot. At the same time, there's going to be an orb on one of the 1, 2, 3, or 4 markers. You're going to have to look away from this orb. Then there's going to be another set of flying AoEs. You're going to have to dodge those while getting away from the big flower. That flower is going to grow in size. It is very fast. Please try and preemptively move away from it. It will also be on one of 1, 2, 3, or 4. I actually do not have my calling notes up. Let me grab those real quick.
Oh, Paul, no.
Look, I have all my roster stuff up. Gotta understand. There are also several. There's several knockback or hide mechanics. I will call out whether you get knockback or hide, so don't worry about those. Important to explain, there is chains. There is going to be chain markers that appear over your head. That is not, the chains do not actually attach until the icon goes away. So when I tell you to stack up for chains, you can stay stacked up until that chain icon goes away, and then you will break your chains then. There are Ifrit dashes that'll go off. These are going to be very big line AoEs that are going to go in a semicircle around the arena. I'm going to tell you to start on a marker and then move towards a marker. And you're just going to make sure you do not greed melee uptime. If you're a melee or a tank, you don't want to be near the boss. It is not worth it to try and get another GCDN and get clipped by these. Additionally, there is there's rings. The boss or one of its clones is going to touch one of the rings, either the green ones or the brown ones, and you're going to need to get to the opposite. So I will tell you to get to either the green brick or the brown sand. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really need to explain. I think that's it for explanations. Most of the mechanics are just combinations of those, as well as some raid wides and tank busters. But as long as you listen to calls, you should be fine. As far as getting set up for the fight, I will need a main tank. So if someone is willing to main tank the boss, please step up now. Jump on me. I prefer it's someone who's new. You're just going to be holding aggro and keeping it towards the middle of the arena. Pain, perfect. You're going to be my first tank. Fine, next up, I need 2 off tanks. I need 2 other tanks who are going to step to the front here. Okay, I'm gonna have Elston Weiss and Marina Nix. You 2 are going to be my other tanks. There are going to be shared tank busters in this fight. That is what the other 2 tanks are. If you are not Pain and Suffering, please turn off your tank stance at this time. Pain and Suffering is the only one who needs their tank stance on. Elston and Marina, you are there. Whenever there is a shared tank buster, I will tell you to get to the front. I will say special tanks get to the front. You 2 will be going up there with Pain, and then I will tell you to get away from the front. Are there any questions about Trinity Seeker? Please say them now. If you do not have a question, the way we do ready checks inside Delubrum Reginae Savage is whenever everyone is across the purple line, it is assumed we are ready. Once you are ready to go, please step across the purple line. Yes, please ask your question.
So for the healers, for Shell/Protect, should I replace Seraph Strike or Chain Spell with Shell? Does it matter?
You will not need Shell or Protect for this fight. Realistically, you do not need Shell or Protect until Trinity Avowed. The raid wides until then are not deadly enough, and can be healed with Cure 4 and by your healers.
Okay, so I can just maintain my Chain Spell and Seraph Strike and use them.
Yep.
Okay.
The only times you'll be slotting over those is with Arise. I'm gonna go ahead and say this again, in case anyone wasn't paying attention before we went in. But the only two ways to come back after you die, or sorry, there are only like 4 ways that you can come back after you die. You only really need to worry about like 2 of them. One is re-raise. If you die, you have a 70 or 80% chance to re-raise with your re-raiser. Other than that, there is healers. Healers can use Lost Arise for a 10% chance to res you. Healers, if you see someone dead, please slot over one of your actions and start arising. There's also Healer Limit Break 3. Later into the fight, we are going to fill our Limit Break 3 gauge. I will call for healers to use their Limit Break 3 as soon as they have it. Other than that, there's also Sacrifice. I may call for sacrifices if both healers are dead. That will be from the off tanks in your party. If there are no other questions, Finian, are you ready? If you are, please step across the purple line. Otherwise, okay, perfect. Yes, if you are not a healer, please do not use Limit Break. Limit Break is a DPS loss for all DPS. There's nothing we need to tank LB in here. We will just be using that for Healer Limit Break 3. If there are no questions, I'm going to go and do a 30-second countdown. Please ensure you have a re-raiser active. Please ensure you have your tank stance off if you are not pain and suffering. This boss is going to start out with a raid wipe, so please pre-shield your parties. Go and eat food if you have it. It is strongly recommended. We're pulling in 5 seconds. This boss is going to start out with a raid wide, so please be ready for that. There's that raid wide. Okay, we're about to have our first 4-fold Mercy, followed by a Seasons of Mercy. Go and get close to the boss. Get close to the boss. We're going to go back, back, front, front. Stay on the back of the boss for 2 cleaves, and then move to the front. Back, back, front, front is the pattern. There's 1. Move across now. Go to the front. We're going to dodge ice. Look away from 4. Dodge ice and get away from 3. We're about to have another raid wide. Heal everyone up and get to the back of the boss. Get to the back of the boss. If you die, please pop another re-raiser. The boss is phasing. Please get inside the boss's hitbox. The back and front are also safe, but the inside's the safest. If all our special tanks can get to the front, special tanks to the front of the boss. And now just our main tank. Special tanks get away from the front. Everyone who isn't a tank can go and stack up. Everyone who isn't the main tank, please stack up on the back of the boss's hitbox. They're gonna be chains. Please wait to break these chains until the icon goes away. Stay stacked up. Wait, wait, wait. You're gonna break those chains and then get knocked back into a barrier. Get knocked back into a barrier. Do not get behind a barrier. Get back in there, do some damage. Next up, we're gonna have those Ifrit dashes I told you about. We're going to be starting at B. Start at D. Come to D. Come to D. And we are going to be getting knocked into the barrier at 1. Get knocked into the barrier at 1. More towards the A side. Get back in there and do some damage. If you die, please pop another re-raiser. Please get, this is a raid wide. please heal and shield your parties. And then and then please stack up in the center. Please stack up in the center of the arena. It's gonna be a shared line AoE. Please stay stacked up. There's gonna be some clone line AoEs that are gonna pop up. You wanna bait those. As long as you guys know how to dodge some orange, you'll be fine. Ready to walk out of these line AoEs. The big scary line AoEs are coming out now. Get out of them. And then get to green brick. Get to the blue-green brick. Next up, we're gonna have that same ring, but they're gonna be Earthshakers. If you get a marker above your head, you're gonna walk away from the group. This is not an uptime mechanic if you get one of those. We're going to get to brown sand. Get to the brown sand. If you have a marker, please take it away from the group. Markers out of the group, please. Next up, we're going to get to green brick. Get to green brick. Earthshakers away from the party, please. Get everyone healed up. Dodge those clone line AoEs. And then get ready for the raid wide. Here comes that raid wide now. Get ready to shield people and heal people. Go and get away from the front and sides of the boss's hitbox. Get to the corners of the boss hitbox. Get to inner cardinals. Get to inner cardinals now. Get back in there, do some damage. We're gonna have Ifrit dashes with a 4-fold mercy. Remember, this is not an uptime mechanic. Do not change an uptime during this. It is not worth your life. We're going to start at C's. Go towards C. Go towards C. It is going to be a right, left, left. Right, left, left. Towards the 4 and the 1. Towards the 4 and the 1. And then towards the 2 and the 3. Towards the 2 and the 3. Move over now. Move over now. You're going to dodge the ice. Dodge that ice, look away from 3. Dodge ice, look away from 3. Dodge ice, get away from 1. Get away from 1. Stack up for chains. Stack up for chains. Run and break those chains, and then come back together for a raid wide. Go and heal and shield your parties. Heal and shield. Everyone get away from the main tank. Everyone get away from the main tank now. Get away from the main tank. We're gonna have rings with a 4-fold mercy. You're gonna dodge the 4-fold mercy, but either be on the brown sand or the green brick. The inside of the boss's hitbox is green brick. We're going to go front, back, back. We're gonna go front, back, back. And we're gonna stand on brown sand. Stand on brown sand. Front, back, back. Brown sand. Front, back, back. Move across now. Get on green brick. The inside of the boss's hitbox is safe. Green brick. We're gonna have one more ring. We're gonna get to brown sand. Get to brown sand. And then get ready to dodge some line AoEs. We're gonna dodge ice. Dodge that ice. Look away from 2, dodge ice, and get away from 3. If you die, remember to pop a re-raiser. Go ahead and stack up, and get ready to heal and shield for this raid wide. Everyone can go and get inside the boss's hitbox. Get inside the boss's hitbox now. Healers, if you're alive, please use Limit Break 3. Tanks, if you see both your healers are dead, have your off-tank slot sacrifice and get them up. Get inside the boss's hitbox now. If both your healers are dead, please mark your healers so that they can be arisen and use Limit Break 3. There's gonna be a 4-fold mercy on the clone. Go and look towards 1. Look towards 1. Go and get behind the barrier at 1. Get behind the barrier at 1. Get behind the barrier at 1. We're gonna do right, left on the clone. Right, left on the clone. Move across. Stay stacked up. There's a chain mechanic. Stay stacked up. Break those chains, and then come back for a raid wide. Come back together for a raid wide. Get ready to heal and shield. This boss is very low. We're gonna have rings with either a knockback or hide. You're gonna resolve the ring towards the barriers. Go and stand. Stand on a green brick, and get behind a barrier. Green brick, and then behind a barrier. Get behind a barrier. That was a miscall, that's my bad. Get back in there, kill the boss, please. Please kill the boss. Healers, please LB3 if you still have it. Very good job. If you're a healer and you see bodies on the ground, please use a rise. Do not go ahead. Do not go ahead. Do not go ahead unless you are Loxius, our preceptor. You may notice that there is a golden glowing pad at the back. Do not step towards that. Do not perceive it. It is not there. You are going to go to the right hallway once it is percepted. There's no reason to use the LB3 as a melee. It is literally just a damage loss, straight up. If you are rising someone, it is customary to stand on top of the body so that other healers do not waste arises. If you are resing someone, please stand on top of the body. We have 2 more deaths.
You were freaking greedy.
Well, was I?
The last time you died, you were revived, but you didn't move.
Yeah, I didn't have time to get behind a barrier for that. If you are not our duelist, please do not go towards the golden button. Loxius, can you please tell your party members who give you buffs to come into this hallway right here? Let's see, who should that be? So if you are Rhapsody Tribal, if you are Raw Oats, please come right now to stand next to Loxius. If you're not those people, feel free to walk towards Dahu. Do not go towards the arena. Can I please have Rhapsody, Tribal, and Raw Oats back here? Back towards the TA arena? Or TS arena? Perfect. Raw Oats, if you could also come back here, please. So, special to DRS, there is a duel. This duel is going to give our duelist a big damage buff. So we want them to make sure they have the best chance possible at succeeding, as if they fail, they will not be able to get a rise, they will not be coming back. Loxius, can you get your Cure 4 to come back here as well?
Yeah, we're typing on party chat, but I don't know if Oats might be AFK.
Okay, perfect. If you died on TS, don't worry, so did I. It happens to vets all the time. You can learn the mechanics of the other fights, you can learn the puzzles, but ultimately there's nothing that stops Trinity Seeker from just being very fast.
That burden has
I think your callouts were very good, and I didn't die once.
I very much appreciate those callouts. They were great.
Exclusively because of them.
Your callouts were outstanding. I have, however, lost all my re-raisers in the process.
That's perfectly fine. Please at this time make sure that you grab your chest from Trinity Seeker. Loxius, I guess you can just go without the Cure 4, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
So Rhapsody, what you're gonna do, as soon as Loxius jumps, or Loxius might do a countdown, I don't know, you're going to use your Dervish, and then he's gonna go to that golden pad and duel. If you see a countdown going off, please disregard that. That is not for us. That is for Loxius.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a countdown. It'll be 10 seconds, and like Opal said, do not mind this
Yeah.
countdown. This is for you guys.
At this time, please come back to this doorway back here where I'm jumping. Please come back to this doorway. This countdown is not for us. We are not touching that boss. Perfect. So let me go and explain Dahu. There are only 2 callouts for Dahu. Get out of the front of Dahu, and get away from the orange. In all seriousness, Dahu is very similar to his normal version, just very, very fast. There are going to be right-left cleaves, there are going to be lots of ground AoEs, there are going to be even more line AoEs on the outside. Most importantly, there is going to be a limit cut mechanic. Or it's going to use the limit cut markers. It's not really a limit cut, but you are going to, whenever I call to check for your numbers, you're going to look above your head. You're going to see if there's a 1, 2, 3, or 4 marker. If you do have one of those markers, please take it towards one of the markers on the outside of the arena. 1s are going to go to 1, 2s to 2, 3s to 3, 4s to 4. Once you're there, please look for a little lion ad on the outside. You're going to stand on top of that little guy. You're going to give him head pats, and you're going to wait for the fire to kill him. Other than that, there aren't that many mechanics for Dahu. Pain, you're going to be our main tank again, right? You got this?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, perfect. Go pull when you're ready. Please everyone come up to the purple line, as we're just gonna pull the boss and kill it. If you are not Pain, please have your stance off. You can just pull whenever you want. Welcome to Dahu. I hope you like not standing in orange. Get ready to get out of the orange puddles. Get out of the puddles. They're gonna follow you. Gonna be one more set of puddles. Please get out of the front of Dahu. Do not stand in front of Dahu. He's gonna run. Dahu is charging towards the south. Get out of the front of him. Do not get in front of him. Run towards south. And get out of the big cone. Get out of the big cone now. Please drag Dahu back to the middle. There are gonna be some ads spawning out on the outside of the arena. These are gonna drop line AoEs. Get ready to dodge more orange. Additionally, you're gonna check for your number. Spit Flame is going out. If you get a number, go to the 1, 2, 3, or 4. Take your numbers out. Numbers go out. Look for your number. Numbers go out. Get ready for a left-right cleave. Dodge the orange. And then get to the left, and then move into the right. Move into the right now. Move into the right. Get ready to get knocked back from the boss. Find a safe spot. Get knocked back towards an empty safe spot. If you're a gamer, you can dodge this knockback. Get out of the front of Dahu. He's gonna be rotating. Get towards the D. Towards the D is safe for now. Follow the cones. Towards 2 is safe. After the second rotation, you are safe. In just a moment, there's going to be ads spawning in the outside of the arena. They're going to tether to our main tank. If one tank can please turn on their stance. Tim, can you get this? Please provoke the boss as soon as all the tethers are out. Please provoke the boss now. Please pull these ads into the center. We're going to AoE these down. Come AoE down these ads as they really hurt, as does the boss. Okay. Kill those ads, please. Kill those ads, please. Pain, you can evoke back. Perfect. There's gonna be more grounded AoEs with a left-right cleave. If you need to get hit by something, get hit by only one thing. Get out of all the orange. Get out of the left-sided cleave, and then move into the cleave. Move into the cleave now. Get out of the orange. Numbers to the numbers. 1s to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. Next up, there's going to be tanks go towards the south. Tanks towards the south, DPS north. Tanks towards the south, DPS north. Kill Dahu. Get out of the front and kill Dahu. Perfect. We have some dead bodies, so we're going to start a rising. If you are a rising, please stand on top of a body. Make sure you grab your chest. Once you run out of arises, you can step off to pop another. Someone else will come swap in. Make sure you grab your loot, and you are good to go towards the next arena.
Where would the nearest chest be?
The chest would be towards the end of the arena, going towards the next boss.
I died to those to the ads, right? I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah, you just
Okay.
took too much damage from the ads.
They just take bus constantly until they die.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, those really hurt. But yeah, excellent job. We're gonna go towards the next boss. I'm gonna ask if anyone. Actually, no, we can wait till we get there. Oh, did Loxius die? Aw, that's
He died the
sad.
second entrapment.
Aw. That's fine, we do not need a duelist to clear. Unfortunately, Loxius will not be joining us for the rest of the run, but that is okay.
Rest in peace, our comrade, Loxius.
Yeah, that guy's dead. We can't go res him. It's very unfortunate. At this time, anyone who does not have a re-raiser, please come step back towards where I am and jump. I have 4 to give away. There might be other people who also have them to give away. If you do not have a re-raiser active, please come back here now. I can give it away. Does anyone else not have a re-raiser active?
To the question in chat, you cannot access the duel arena once it has been taken and the hood has been pulled. If you choose to duel, you do so with the assumption that you're going to die, and if you die, you're out.
Yeah, Loxius is another host, so he really doesn't need the clears or the practice, I hope. So, you know, he should be fine.
You say that, but we could always use practice with just looking at a boss and thinking, how would I call this?
That's
I
true.
have a question about the duel. What significance does it hold in the raid?
So, for one, the duelist gets a 2 times damage buff. They will deal twice as much damage if they successfully clear it. Second of all, you get an extra chest after this boss if they successfully clear. If you need to use the restroom, yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna give you until 20 pass. So if you need to quickly go get water, go use the bathroom, please be back soon.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, make sure you wiggle a little bit in case you've been standing here. We don't want anyone getting AFK kicked. Then you'd be outside with Loxius waiting for when we re-instance. So Haratana, that might be we can make up for it. Just in the future, keep in mind, one, you don't need a Spellforge slotted until you get to Queensguard. So you can just have one in your backpack until then. Second of all, you can slot over your Protect as only the main tank really needs it. It's less important to have Protect than it is to have Spellforge. It's perfectly fine that happened. We can make up for it. But yeah.
We have someone Pokeballing. Oh, never mind.
And this time, I'm going to upload a bunch of stuff that you might not understand right now, but will be very relevant once I start explaining the boss. Let's see, I have this one, I have this one, I have this one. Oh, I also have this one. So here are a few relevant images and GIFs for you to check out. They're not GIFs, but I think they're all images actually. I will explain everything there as soon as it is necessary. I'm actually going to use a different reflect image for this, but It's 20 past. I'm gonna give it just another minute, just in case.
While we're waiting for them, just for a healer question, are you gonna say when for me to slot over Steel Sting and Shell?
Yeah, I will call. You will not need Shell for this boss. The raid wides are not serious enough, unless we mess up a dispel, that we need, Shell. With that said, I'm going to assign, we should have one dispel in Venomous Zero. Venomous Zero, you should have dispel slotted for this. Additionally, I'm going to have, can I have one other tank please slot dispel right now? Please come jump on me if you're willing to. Do not slot over anything yet, just come jump on me, if you're willing to slot dispel.
Which spell, sorry?
Yeah, so you can slot over dispel, you can slot over your Banner of Noble Inns,
Yeah,
and just put in a dispel real quick. I will explain the dispel in a moment. Real quick, just wiggle around. Everyone should be back. I'm gonna go ahead and start explaining Queen's card. First of all, for necessary actions, healers, you are going to need to have either Spellforge or Steel Sting equipped. Please slot that in now. Healers, go ahead and slot in your Steel Sting and Spellforge. Make sure your other healer has the opposite. So, once we set up pull time, we are going to be using the Spellforge and Steel Sting. There's an image in Delubrum Group Chat 3, the Spellforge and Steel Sting image, for who needs what. Every caster and healer will need Steel Sting. Every melee, tank, and fizz range will need Spellforge. There are some jobs that deal mixed damage and will need both. They're going to start in one, and then if needed, they will be put on the other. Please go ahead and reference that image now. You don't have to put on Steel Sting and Spellforge now. Just know that is what you're going to be using it on. Next up for required actions is the spell. The first set of bosses, one of the two. Yeah, you can slot over that Noble Ends with Dispel, Mika. Alternatively, I also have Dispel. It's not a big problem.
I don't have it.
Okay, if you don't have a Dispel, that's perfectly fine. I've got the second Dispel. If our assigned Dispeller as well, Venomous also has it, that is perfectly fine.
I do not have a Spellforge.
Natsu, you're a DPS, right? There, I believe your party had an incident where there was no Spellforge, it got slotted over. That's perfectly fine. Please, if you are in, let me see, which party was it?
C.
Okay, if you are in Party C, and you are a, tank, melee, fizz ranged, please come jump on Opal Jade right now. So, once we set a pull time, I'm going to ask. There should be another tank in there. Party C tank, please come here.
And
Perfect.
Finman.
Okay, so as soon as we set up pull time, I will need any healers who have Spellforge equipped to please use Spellforge on these people. And that way, you will either keep on Spellforge or be slotted over with Steel Sting if necessary. That mechanic is important for the first mechanic that the warrior and that the first two bosses do. They are going to have a tether. It's either going to be yellow or purple. No, you don't need to worry about that. It is either going to be yellow or purple. If it is yellow, I'm going to tell you to click off yellow, apply purple. If it is purple, I'm going to tell you to apply yellow, click off purple. It is a basic tether mechanic, and you will not need to worry about it for most of the fight. There's a chance you might need to worry about it ever again. The first set is going to be Knight and Warrior, and the first main mechanic of it is going to be bombs. You're going to check if you are tethered, and I will tell you if the bomb is tethered. If you're tethered, I will either tell you to go to small or large. If you are not tethered, I will either tell you to go to large or small. Simply listen for callouts. Additionally, you will either need to get knocked back from the middle of the room to resolve this, or you will need to be on the outside edge of the room to resolve this. There's going to be a charge where the other ad is going to dash through the middle of the room. You just need to not be in the way of that. And then there is going to be the dispel. This is where dispel comes in. Venomous, I'm going to tell you to dispel the warrior as soon as that mechanic is over. It's going to begin casting boost. And as soon as that boost cast is over, you need to use dispel on it to prevent us from dying to the raid line. After that is a very simple mechanic. I'm going to tell you to look for your tether. If you're tethered, you're going to go to wind. Otherwise, you're going to go to the purple. After that, you're going to get in or out towards the middle of the arena, towards a certain direction. And then we're going to either need to reapply Steel Singer Spellforge or just leave it and vibe. At this time, please wiggle around. I'm going to do a brief explanation of Soldier Gunner because it's a little more simple. It's basically, I'm going to tell you where to go to, and you're going to need to point, it's going to have a little weakness mechanic. If you know Gabriel, if you know, I forget which of the raids it is, but level 70 Stormblood raid where it has like 3 weak points on you, there's going to be a little gap for you to point towards the gunner in the middle and then the turrets on the wall. If you want to see an image of where to stand for this, there are going to be turrets on the wall. There's an image in group chat that shows you where to not stand. Make sure you don't get overlapped. After the gunner soldier phase, there's going to be a reflect phase. If you remember normal, how they all jump to the little like 1, 2, 3, and 4, they're going to use the aura barriers and you're going to have to kill those. But there is also going to be an additional layer to this. In Savage, there's going to be orbs that need to be reflected, as well as aura spheres at the north and south that need to be killed immediately. At this time, healers, please look in Delubrum Group Chat 3. Please find your party. A's are going to go to A1 or A2, B's to B2, B1, so on and so forth. And say in your party chat which spot you're going to take. All of these correspond to an orb, which if you look at what I posted, there's a visual example of where all the orbs spawn. Each healer is going to need to walk to one of these orbs, use their reflect or light curtain, and make sure to actually reflect it. Healers, if you see one that gets missed, please move to adjust after your first orb is reflected, if possible.
Quick question.
Yes.
For the reflecting, does it immediately reflect when we use the curtain, or does it reflect when the orb does something and we have the curtain active?
So the orb is going to do a little explosion around it that you are going to need to have the curtain or reflect active for.
Got it. Okay.
I will tell you to use your. I will tell you to go to your reflect spots. As soon as you're standing on the orb, you can pretty much use reflect.
Okay. And then
if you need to adjust, you might need to cast a second reflect or use a second light curtain.
Okay. And then this image that the Prima bot linked, is that relative to the way we're looking at the room right now with A at the top and C at the bottom?
Yes, this is relative to the markers as well. A is the north, C is the south. A through C is going to go towards the A. D through F is going to go towards the C. Healers are going to go to their reflect spots relative to that. With that said, I'm going to clear the markers real quick and we're going to do organizational stuff. So I'm going to need one main tank on 1 and 2. If I can get one tank on each of these markers, this is going to be our main tanks for the 2 ads. You will be taking the bosses with this. If you are not Aurelia Mardon or Marina Nix, please have your stances off. If you are those two, please turn your stances on. Okay, additionally, I'm going to need, these are going to be our aura sphere tanks. I need them at A, B, C, and D. Oh, whoops. I need one tank on each of A, B, C, and D. Please go ahead and stand on this marker if you are a tank and you are willing to do this. I need 2 more tanks. Please go to C or D. Need 1 more tank. It's fine if you're new. Perfect. Okay. So these are our tanks for this. If you are not Marina Nix or Aurelia Martin, please have your stances off. So Marina, you're going to be tanking the warrior. Whoops. Yeah, Marina, you are going to be taking the warrior. Or sorry, no, you're going to be taking the knight. So if you come back to the arena, you see that knight, that's who you're going to be tanking for the first phase. And for the second phase, you're going to be taking the gunner, or sorry, the soldier. So you're going to be taking the knight and the soldier. Aurelia, you're going to be taking the queen's gunner and the queen's warrior. Marina, you're going to take, at the start of Knight Warrior phase, you're going to take the knight to the center, and the start of Soldier Gunner, you're going to take the soldier towards the wall, about over where I have the 3 marker. It is important that they don't get too close, as if the bosses are too close, they will tether, and the next raid wide will kill us. And for you, Aurelia, you are going to be taking the warrior to the wall at the start of the first phase, around where I have the 4 right now. And then you're going to be taking the gunner, and that will be in the center of the room. Additionally, during the soldier gunner phase, there are going to be turrets that will spawn. These gun turrets are going to do a heavy tank buster that you do need to invuln. And then after that, they will do a raid wide that will kill everyone if it is not killed. So as soon as these turrets spawn, Marina and Aurelia, you're going to provoke the one nearest to you. And then you will use your invuln around halfway through the cast bar. I will also call when to use it. If you are not those people, you will not be taking the gun turrets, so don't worry about that. You will just need to start DPSing them down as soon as they spawn. Now for our Aura Sphere tanks. Our first set of there are going to be 2 sets of Aura Spheres. The first one, Shiroi, you are going to go towards the one in the north. You will take that orb, and as soon as you see a marker over your head, you're going to invuln. Same thing with you, William, except you're going to go towards the south. For the second set, Elston, you're going to make sure you have aggro on that second orb that will spawn, and you will also invuln once you see a marker above your head. For you, Grace, it's the same thing in the south with the second one. Again, the only part is that you need to make sure you have aggro, and then you will need to make sure that you invuln the marker attack. Are there any questions from our tanks about what you're going to be doing?
I'm tank A, so when do those orbs spawn? When should I position, like, north-ish? I guess that's what I'm asking.
Oh, sorry, I was muted, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, after the Knight and Warrior die, that's our first phase. Then the Gunner and Soldier are going to come out. After we kill the Gunner and Soldier, we're going to go into the final phase. If you remember from normal, there's going to be the guys with the little protective art shells around them. Those are going to spawn like normal, except there are also going to be Aura Spheres that spawn at the north and south. Those need to be DPS down. I will call for A, B, and C to go north, D and F to go south. Shiro, you will take the first for the Aura Spheres. And William, you will take the first of the ones in the south. Elson will take the second one in the north during the second set of them. And Grace will take the second one in the south. It is recommended that you turn on your stance. There are also reflecting orbs that will spawn during this time. That is where the healer reflect positions come out. If you look on the diagram that's posted, the purple ones are going to be the Aura Spheres. The yellow ones are going to be the Reflect Spheres. Notice again, at this time, make sure that your healer has said which of 1 and 2 they want to do. Please check, make sure one of you has said you want to do the first spot for your party, the other is willing to do the second. And you can just say that by saying F1 or F2, for example, if you're an F party, A1 or A2 if you're an A, so on and so forth. And then if your healer can do the other one, that is perfectly fine. Are there any questions about the aura spheres? Okay, perfect. Are there any questions about our main tanks? Okay, perfect. Are there any questions about the mechanics I have described? Most of this is color check. As long as your healers have the appropriate actions, you'll be fine. If you have no questions... Sorry, what's up?
I was just saying the appropriate actions being Steel Sting and Spellforge.
Yes, if one of your healers can have Steel Sting, the other has Spellforge. If one of the healers has both, then they can do both, but otherwise... So yes, as soon as we have a pull time, I will tell you to apply Steel and Spell. Again, if you need to reference which needs what, there's an image in a Delubrum group chat 3. I will have a countdown and I will tell you to use Steel and Spell. There's also this image. This is who needs both. You're gonna show your hole to the boss. You're gonna have a gap that you're gonna need to show to the boss, and then there's gonna be a turret on either side. You're gonna need to point it towards the one you're aligned with. Once you are ready, please step over the purple line. If you have any questions, please ask them now.
This may be a stupid question, but can someone have Steel Sting and Spellforge at the same time, or no?
No, they will override each other.
Okay, that's what I thought, but then this special boy image had me questioning it. I understand, I think, now.
Yes, I will ask you. I will tell you when it's casting boost. I will tell you to dispel it. I will also dispel it just in case. I'll back you up on that, but yeah. Once again, if you are in party, I believe it was C, and you need Spellforge, that means you are a tank, a melee, or a physical ranged, please come to the 2. You see the little 2 marker, you can come jump on that. As soon as we have a pull time, I will need healers to cast Spellforge on all these people around the person marked 2.
One last question, is this the only fight that Steel Sting and Spellforge are needed for?
Yes, as soon as the first phase is over, I will tell healers that they can swap to Reflect if they need it. You can slot Reflect over your lost Steel Sting or Spellforge, or you can just slot it now over your other action. Knight, do you have any questions? Aaron? Oh, sorry. Andonis, Hotgo, Iboki, any of you have any questions?
Can you go over the tethers again? Because if you have 2 of the same, then you go to purple.
So the tethers. All I will ask of you is to check if you have a tether. You can wiggle around, see if you're tethered. If you are, you will go different from the rest of the group. If you aren't, you will go like with the rest of the group.
Okay.
You cannot see other people's tethers. You can only see yours. So just worry about that. If it's tethered to bombs, I will call that out. Yeah. Okay, once you're ready, please step over the purple line once again. At this time, please make sure you have a re-raiser equipped. Okay, perfect, we are all ready. I'm gonna do a 30-second countdown. As soon as it starts, healers can start applying Steel Sting and Spellforge. Please make sure you have a raid food active. Start applying Steel Sting and Spellforge. You can walk up towards the boss. They don't aggro if you're too close. Just make sure you don't right-click them or pull them early. We're going to be pulling in 5. Make sure you have Steel Sting and Spellforge applied. And we can start. There are going to be 2 raid waves from these ads. So please be ready to heal and shield. First set is coming out in just a second. Please heal and shield. And re-shield and heal your parties, as there's going to be 1 more raid wide. Okay, all the bosses are going to disappear in just a moment. At this time, main tanks, Please pull the warrior to the wall, knight to the center. Warrior to the wall, knight to the center. Please click off yellow, apply purple. Click off your yellow buff, apply your purple buff. Remember that red mages need a reapplication of purple. Here comes our first drill mechanic. We're going to resolve this on the outside. Check if you are tethered. Tethers go to large, rest go to small. Tethers to large, rest to small on the outside edge of the arena. Tethers to large, rest to small on the outside edge of the arena. If you fall before your bomb does, please move where one just exploded. If you fall before your bomb, move where one just exploded. Get ready to dispel the warrior. Warrior is about to cast boost. Healers can go ahead and pre-shield their parties. Here comes that raid white. Heal and shield your parties. Next up, we're gonna check if we have a tethers once again. Check if you have tethers once again. Check if you have those tethers. If you have a tether, you're going to wind. Otherwise, go to the purple. Tethers to wind, rest to purple. Tethers, wind, rest, purple. Please walk in towards the night, and then walk out towards D. Walk out to D, run out to D. Out to D now. Please focus your damage on the knight. Dispel the warrior. Dispel the warrior. Heal and shield. If you die and come back, please pop up re-razor. Focus all your damage on the knight. Focus all your damage on the knight. All your damage on the knight. This is a tank buster. If both your killers are dead, please mark them with a triangle or shape. Please click off purple, apply yellow. Click off purple, apply yellow. Click off purple, apply yellow. We're about to have another bombs mechanic. We're going to be resolving this by getting knocked back towards our bombs. Go and check and see if you have a tether. Check and see if you have a tether. Tethers are going to large, rest are going to small. Don't resolve it yet. Get knocked back towards a bomb. Get knocked back towards B or 1. Get knocked back towards B or 1. Tethers to large, rest to small. If you fall before your bomb, please move where your bomb just exploded. Get ready to dispel the Queen's Warrior once again. And get ready to pre-shield for the raid wide. There's that raid wide. It was not dispelled. That's fine. We survived. Heal people back up. We're about to have another tether mechanic. You're gonna check and see if you have a tether. Tethers are gonna go to wind. Rest are going to go to purple. Check and see if you have a tether. Check and see if you have a tether. Tethers are going to wind. Rest are going to purple. Focus your knight on the warrior. Focus your damage on the warrior. Tethers to wind, rest to purple. Tethers, wind, rest, purple. Then get in towards the knight. Focus your damage on the warrior, in towards the knight. Get out towards 4. Get out towards 4. Get out towards 4. Focus damage on the warrior. Please dispel the warrior. Dispel the warrior. This is bad. We are going to die to this. Knight died a little too early. Focus your damage on the warrior, please. All damage you have. Anything. Any damage you have, that is death. Unfortunate. If you re-raise, it is death anyways. So, what happened there is we killed one of the ads too fast. That is what happens if you don't keep the damages balanced. That is my bad. I should have been paying a little bit more attention to that. I was in recovery mode. At this time, please go ahead and leave the instance. We're going to re-instance in just a moment. We're going to go back in. But now at least you know what Queen's Guard looks like and you're more prepared.
don't forget to load back into your beginning holsters as well, since we went through a few bosses.
We're gonna we're gonna re-instance at about XX48, so if you need more re-raisers, if you need more lost actions, please go get them now. Go to your cache, make sure you have enough actions for our next instance.
I am at 2 re-raisers and don't have the clusters for it.
You shouldn't, if you need more re-raisers, please come to Curl Gangos real quick. I can give you a few cares.
Can I transfer data centers in a party?
You can travel worlds, you cannot transfer data centers.
Oh, sorry. That's what I meant.
Yeah, you can visit worlds as long as you are not in queue.
So it's Churl...
Curl Gangos.
Alright.
You can also just buy them in the market for.
Yeah, you can also buy them, but I have a ton I am willing to give away as well, if you really need them.
Another curious question. So we've got pretty good progress in the raid. Does that mean we have that up to that point checkpointed, or?
So no,
we
it
have-
means when we go back in, we will need to do barracks again. After doing barracks, we will need to do Trinity Seeker again. And then we will be back at Queensguard. In order to clear DRS, you need to do the entire thing from start to finish.
I think he was talking about Prog Point.
Oh yes, our Prog point is now Queensguard. You are now Queensguard Prog.
Another question. So, on the healer lost actions page, it said lost dispel, but if I'm not one that's dispelling for Queensguard, do I need that at all?
You should bring it, as there are mechanics later on that also require it.
That's what I was wondering. Okay, thank you.
There are mechanics during the final boss and the final mini-boss that both require Dispel. And then I will be asking healers to use Dispel on the mini-boss, and tanks to use Dispel on the final boss.
Dispel, hello? I'm not gonna... Anyways, sorry to everyone who has to listen to my annoying voice again while we go back into slimes. Why would anyone ever like my voice?
Better rain than me at least.
Oh, Paul, you sound hundreds of times better than me. You've got softer voice.
Yeah, if you need any fragments, please make sure you get them. Please make sure you at least have the fragments on you. Here, let me... If you need a couple more re-raisers, please come poke me in Curl Gangos. I can give you like 100 cares real quick.
I appreciate it. Alright. Where do I appraise? Do I have to go into,
No, so there's an appraiser first of all right here in Gangos.
Thank you.
There's also one inside the instance before you drop down. At this point, I'm going to go and do a ready check. Please make sure you have the necessary actions to go back in and do the content. Please make sure you are back at your computer, obviously. This is not a hard ready check. So I'll give people until like XX52. Also, yeah. So I will also mention this now. So we're going to go back in, and we're going to get Prog towards Trinity Seeker and Queensguard once again. If we have barracks wipes, we'll reinstance, but once we clear barracks, we are not reinstancing again for tonight. There is a chance that if we clear Queensguard, we might need to go late, and if we do clear Queensguard, I will take a poll. If people are willing to stay late, we will keep going. Otherwise, we will leave and come back next week. As soon as we're done tonight, I'm going to post the sign up for next week.
Same day?
Yes, it will be the same day, probably around the same time. If you're interested in continuing, you can just sign up again.
Alright.
Thank you again for guiding this Prog session, by the way. It's much appreciated.
Tim, you should do it. It'd be really funny. So Blood Rage is a advanced action that I do not recommend to any proggers. It's only really for vets. It is powerful, but it is expensive, and it's also like, you know, a little bit more advanced.
The improper use of Blood Rage may or may not toss you into the wall and get you killed.
Yeah, so it is not recommended unless you're a vet. Who knows what they're doing? Once you have a few clears, if you intend to keep coming back after you clear your first time, you can give Blood Rage a try. Until then, you're fine with sticking with Pawn of Power, Banner of Honored Sacrifice, stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna do another ready check. Remember, there is an appraiser inside. Please go ahead and go to the cache, make sure you have enough actions. If you don't have enough actions, make sure you have enough fragments to appraise.
Would it be ill-advised for me to start with an Arise slotted instead of Lost Seraph Strike since I overwrite it so quickly, or should I just stick with Seraph Strike?
You are totally free to do that. It is up to you. I recommend Seraph Strike Chain Spell because it's a little bit extra damage. It also means you have a little bit more damage for slimes and golems if necessary.
Gotcha. I'm on slime, so that's not as big a deal for where I am.
Yeah, but if you need to start out, if you're more comfortable starting out in Arise, or if you're more comfortable starting out in like Shell, keep in mind you don't need Shell or Protect until like, you know, like later on into the encounter. But if you want those things, then you're more than welcome to slot them.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go ahead and queue us in.
As a reminder, once again, we're going to need to reapply Re-Razors or reapply Pura. Make sure you slot in your actions once again and overwrite your old actions. If you're a summoner or a scholar, make sure to resummon your pet.
Brain, do you want to do Slime Scholars in the same voice channel or split?
Sure.
Okay, we can split, that's fine.
No, I need practice with calling in the same voice channel for these as well.
I mean,
Plus,
you're
hopefully
free to just say like, you're more than free on any run to say like, if you're the caller, you want to be in different voice channel. Okay, we have someone who did not accept, that's fine. We're gonna give it just a moment and then we're gonna queue back in again. Welcome to Commence Prog.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
we're
the
wiping up
Queen's Guard certainly tripped me up.
It's a very fast fight.
Yep. Lots of cursed things gonna happen during Queen's Guard. A lot of it is getting used to some of the patterns. and just being quick about it.
Now, having Font of Power and Sacrifice for DPS, when should I be using them?
You should be using those every 2 minutes. You should be using all your buffs together, as buffs in Save the Queen are multiplicative. At this time, please go ahead. Make sure you have a Re-Razor and Pure Essence popped. Please write over your old actions, as they do not have full charges. We want you to go in with a full set of charges for this next set of bosses. We can go ahead and draw these down. Party leaders, once everyone in your party has a full set of actions, has a Pure Essence, has a Re-Razor, and is standing on your way marker, please say you are ready in Yell Chat. We are going to be splitting calls again. We don't need to do that right now, but as soon as we do start to drop down, please drop down one voice channel. Okay, B is ready, E is ready. Just confirming once again, Roxius, you have Percept for Slime Side.
Yeah, I got Percept.
Perfect. Elston, you have Percept for Golem Side. Perfect. And then Pain, you have Percept for After Phantom, and Shiroi, you have it for After TA.
Yes.
Perfect. And Venomous, you have Dispel for Queen's Guard. Okay, perfect. Let's see. B is ready, E is ready, A is ready, C is ready. So A, B, C, E. F is ready. D, once you guys are ready, please say so in Yell Chat. I see the holster is clear. D, are you guys ready?
Waiting on one.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, please make sure you activate a Re-Razor. Please make sure you activate a Pure Essence. Make sure you have your actions to swap to in your Lost Finds holster. Okay, D is ready. Perfect. We're gonna go and drop down on the same sides. A, B, and C go towards yours. D, E, and F go towards yours. I will give you. Hold up. Let me give you some slime markers. There you go. Enjoy.
Oh, I already had the slime markers down.
Okay. At this time, if you're on Golem side, please drop down one voice channel to the Golem's Gulag. Welcome, welcome. Once again, if you were a tank with a roll, please stand on your golem or towards the north or south of the golem. Just to ensure that we have everyone. Elson is north hallway, Tim is south hallway. Are there any questions about golems? Because it's been a minute since we've been here. If not, please at this time, tanks, make sure you have your stances on. Healers, make sure you have your carbuncle summoned. Make sure you have your cardia set. Summoners, make sure you have your carbuncle. Stancer, make sure you have dance partner. Party leaders can do ready checks. If you have a question, please say no to the ready check and speak up in Yell Chat.
Mika, the trap is in your room this time, so be careful.
Yeah.
The trap is in your room this time, so be careful.
So once we open the doors, green golem can go in. Sorry, white golem can go in. Can go ahead into white room. Elson, what I'm gonna have you do is I need you to percept blue room before you go towards the hallway. E is ready. F is ready. Yep. Make sure you do not walk into blue room until the trap is percepted. Please make sure to dodge the trap. Otherwise, we have golems down. We should be fine. Once C is ready, we'll say golems is ready. Okay, perfect. We are ready. You're just going to wait for Slime's ready, and as soon as Slime's is ready, I will start us a countdown. Okay. Golems is ready, and we Slimes are ready. Once again, tanks, please make sure you have your stances on. Make sure you have your carbuncles and everything summoned. Please remember there is a trap in blue room. Don't walk into blue room until the trap is found. Make sure you don't walk through the middle of the hallway either until that trap is found. Okay, we're starting. Elson, come percept blue room. Perfect, dodge the trap. And the one in the middle. Make sure you dodge the trap in blue room. It's SNLable, but it's still annoying. Drag the golem onto the pad and focus on the blue golem. Once this blue golem is done, we can move to white room. We're gonna wait for the white golem to turn. Do not interrupt this cast. Perfect. We can go and burn down the white golem. Don't use your burst yet. Wait for just a moment. Once you see compaction, you can start using your burst. Start burning it down. And then once this is dead, you can move to the green golem. Please interrupt these casts. Interrupt the cast. And we can burn down the green golem. Once the green golem is dead, please move to the north and south hallway golem. We're just gonna kill those as we wait for slime. Make sure to dodge that trap. It's very awkward. It's in the middle of the hallway. Do not step into it. Be very careful. Start thinking about building your gauge for Trinity Seeker. The more damage we have, the less that you have to worry about. We should be knowing if they're committing or wiping soon. Interrupt the red golem. Kill the hallway golem. Commit. Okay, go into red room. Kill the red golem. Knight, as soon as it is 50%, you will use your invuln. You will walk it onto the pad. Till then, just keep kiting it. You can invuln now. You can walk it onto the pad. Make sure it is on the pad. And focus on the red golem. Perfect. There are going to be more hallway golems spawning. Please do not use holy, do not use anything that stuns until you see the demolish cast bar. Just burn these down, focus your damage. Again, we are not using lost actions here, we want to save those for Trinity Seeker and beyond. Just on the demolish cast, or just kill it before it goes off. Think about building your gauge. Think about building your red mage gauge, your reaper gauge, your warrior gauge. Wipe, okay. At this time, we can stop stunning these golems. Do not stun any of the golems. Everyone gather around the trap, do not walk in. Gather around, do not walk in. Gather around. And then everyone walk in 3, 2, 1, go! Run into the trap. If you re-raise, just wait. You'll get a doom stack in just a moment. Well, my re-raiser has not worked once today. This is very sad. Again, do not stun these casts of demolish. Let them go off. They will give you doom stack. Once everyone is dead, we can leave the instance. Go ahead and leave the instance now, and we will wait for slimes to come out. Once I see them out of instance, we will ready check. Yep, okay, perfect. Let's do a ready check. Or no, actually, I'll just instance this in. Real quick, make sure you go back to the cache, make sure you have a re-raiser and everything ready. So you can just pop those as soon as we get in. Don't mind me popping the instance, then going back to get my... You should not need to restart actions. Please use a re-raiser and a pure essence. No, I don't need to hop back. We'll be fine. Go ahead. I'm gonna set up the party markers. Once you have your... Make sure you have re-raisers. I'm gonna give someone a lost re-raise real quick. Make sure you have a pure essence equipped, a re-raiser active. And once you have those things, come stand on your party's marker. That's D3 and 4. Please make sure you have a pure essence slotted as well. Once your parties are ready, say it in Yell Chat. B, C, E, F are ready. D, E, F is ready. A, B, C is ready. Perfect. Let's drop down. Make sure you have the necessary actions to fulfill your role before you drop down. Go and stand on your golem. Okay, blue, mid, white. Perfect. You're gonna percept blue room, then you're gonna percept mid, then you're gonna percept white. There are no traps north, so as soon as the middle trap is found, the north you can go up there. Go ahead and do ready checks once everyone is down. Tanks, please check your stances. Tanks, check your stances. If you're not level 80, they'll get turned off automatically. Check your carbuncle summons, check your fairy summons, check your dance partner, check your cardia. F is ready. Please say in your chat once your party's ready. Okay, D party is ready. E is ready, F is ready.
I believe we are golem, not slimes.
No, we're slimes, so don't worry about it.
It's still.
Okay, slimes are ready and slimes are ready. Perfect. We can do a 30-second countdown.
What sign has it back?
Be careful as there is a trap in blue room. We don't want to accidentally blow that trap up. Don't enter blue room until that trap is found. It's also very important that you don't open the doors too early, as if you do, things can go bad. When percept blue. Percept hallway, be careful, there is an explosive trap in blue, make sure you dodge that. If you're ranged, I don't even recommend going inside the room. Go and kill the blue golem. Okay, dodge the trap, move to the white golem, wait for it to metamorphose, interrupt the green golem. Focus on the white golem, don't use your burst yet, wait to use your burst. Go and kill the white golem. Kill the white golem, focus down, and then move to the green golem. Interrupt all casts of Metamorpho. Focus on the green golem. Once the green golem is dead, go into the hallways. Kill the hallway golem. Make sure to interrupt that cast of Metamorphose. Perfect. And we're just gonna wait for the slimes commit call. Commit, perfect. Go ahead and go into the red golem room. Focus on the red golem. Nice info, and focus on the red golem, and then move into the hallway golems. They're gonna start casting Demolish. Please don't use a stun on them. Wait to stun these until they start casting Demolish. Think about building your gauge, think about what you need as a red mage, as a reaper. As an astrologian, as a monkey then. So I may have made a tiny mistake, so I'm kind of... Don't tell anyone, but I'm kind of hoping for a slime wipe, but... Never mind, that's perfectly fine. Go to the glowing pad, make sure no one is dead, and then go up one voice channel.
Yep. Anyways, congratulations everyone. Make sure that your party isn't dead on the ground before coming up.
Make sure you grab your personal spoils, as those are yours. I cannot grab them for you. Okay, before we start Trinity Seeker, do we have any questions now that you've seen Trinity Seeker?
Will you be doing callouts the exact same way you did before?
Yep, exactly the same.
Perfect.
Yep, if you were one of the special tanks last time, go up to the front. Perfect. Once you're ready then, step over the purple line. Let's see, so you have a RP walk off, right? We're chilling.
This is where we use our slotted skills now.
Yep, so you are going to start using those lost actions that you have prepared. Your Seraph Strikes, your Chain Spells, your Banners, your Fonts of Power, your Fonts of Magic.
Perfect.
Okay. Now that everyone is... actually, Hanzo, Kadrin, once you two are ready, please step over the purple line. Okay, perfect. Then we are going to do a 30-second countdown. Remember to use your lost actions in this fight, as it does have an enrage. Additionally, this fight does start with a raid wight, so healers, go ahead and pre-shield your parties now. Make sure if you are not the main tank, have your stance off at this time. Try and pop food. We are pulling in 1 second. There's that raid wight. Go in and shield your parties, mid for them, and then get ready to heal them back up. Heal back up. We're gonna be having our 4-fold mercy. We're gonna start either back or right. Back, back, front, front. We're gonna do back, back, front, front. Back, back, front, front, followed by seasons. 1. Crossover now. We're gonna dodge ice, look away from 1. Dodge ice. Get away from 2. Dodge that ice, get away from 2 now. Go and stack up, heal up for a raid wide. Get inside the boss's hitbox now, get inside the boss's hitbox now, there is no raid wide. Get inside the boss's hitbox. If you died, get away from the main tank, get away from the main tank, off tanks get to the front. That is very tragic. Everything's fine. If you're not a special tank, get away from the front of the boss. Everyone away from the front of the boss except the main tank. Only one in the front should be the main tank. Go and stack up for chains. Stay stacked up. If you died, remember to pop a re-raiser, stay stacked up. Break your chains and get behind a barrier. Break your chains, get behind a barrier. Any barrier will do. Get back in there, do some damage. We're gonna have our Ifrit dashes next. We're gonna be starting at B. Move to B. Go to B now. We're gonna get knocked back into the barrier at 3. Get knocked back into the barrier at 3, a little bit towards C. Knocked back. Get back in there, do some damage. Everyone stay stacked up towards C. Stay stacked up towards C. Stack up towards C. Heal everyone up. And stay stacked up towards C. Perfect. We're gonna have some clone line AoEs. Stay stacked up a little bit. You can move in a little bit. Just kind of stay stacked up still. We're gonna have some line AoEs to dodge. Dodge those line AoEs right about now. And then get on green brick, get on green brick, get on green brick. Green brick is safe. We're going to be having 2 more of those, but with Earthshakers, if you have a little tether and a marker, make sure to move away from the group. This is not an uptime mechanic if you get it. Get to brown sand, get to brown sand, take Earthshakers out. Brown sand, Earthshakers out. Next up, you can follow the boss. You're gonna get to green brick, Earthshakers away from the party, Earthshakers away. Get out of those line AoEs, and then get ready for a raid fight. Go and pre-shield your parties, pre-mit your parties. Get ready to heal this up, and then you can go and pre-position to the inner cardinals of the boss. Don't be to the front, back, or side. Inner cardinals of the boss. Get back in there, deal your damage. We're gonna have a 3 dashes followed by a 4-fold mercy. Get towards the middle of the arena. We're gonna be starting towards 3. Get towards 3. Get towards 3. Okay, we're gonna do back, back, front, front. Keep moving towards 2, move towards 2, and then back, back, front, front. Back, back, front, front. Back. Back, move across, front, front. You're gonna dodge ice. Look away from 1. Dodge ice. And get away from 2. Get away from 2. Get away from 2 now. Stack up, there's gonna be chains. Stack up. Stack up. Break those and then come back for a raid wide. Yes, that raid wide. Everyone get away from the main tank. Main tank, please go to the side of the arena. Drag it to middle. Everyone get away from the main tank. We're gonna have rings, but with a 4-fold mercy. So we're gonna be doing left, left, right, right. You're gonna do left, left, and then right, right. Get to brown sand, get to brown sand, get to brown sand. Move across now to green brick, move across to green brick. Get on green brick, that's the inside of the boss's hitbox. And we're gonna have 1 more random one of those, followed by seasons. Get to green brick again, stay on your green brick. Stay on green brick. And then get ready to dodge ice. You're gonna look away from 2. Dodge ice again, and get away from 1. Dodge those line AoEs after the ice. Come back together, we're gonna have a raid wide. You can go and pre-position inside the boss's hitbox now. Get inside the boss's hitbox. Once you have a chance, please drag it a little bit more middle. Get inside the boss's hitbox. Inside the boss's hitbox now. Boss is gonna jump middle in just a moment. Get towards the barriers, get towards the barriers. You're either gonna go on brown sand or green brick. Get to... Let's see. Oh wait, no, sorry. You're gonna knock back or hide. You're going to hide at 4, hide at 4, hide at 4. Get hide at 4, hide at 4. I'm very sorry. Hide at 4. And then dodge front, front, back, back, front, front, back, back, move across. Healers, hold damage, LB3 now, healers. Stay stacked up for chains, stay stacked up for chains. Break those chains, and then come back together for a raid wide. If you have LB3, use it now, hold your damage, please. Heal everyone up, raise everyone up. And kill the boss. Kill the boss. We only have a couple deaths. Kill the boss. Please raise people who are dead on the ground. I am sorry about that miscall. But we are fine. Please do not move ahead as there are traps ahead. Do not move ahead as there are traps ahead. Wait for Loxius to find these. Make sure you grab your chest. Once you have your chest, you can walk towards the hallway. Do not go near the glowing pad. There is no glowing pad for you to take. Don't touch that. If you are in Loxius's party, and you are a Phys ranged or a caster, please go back. Please stay towards the little middle of the hallway. That means if you are Rhapsody Tribble or Raw Oats, please come to Loxius right now. As soon as he gives a countdown, you can give him the buffs. Follow him real quick, do not touch the glowing pad. If everyone can please step back, please do not go near the arena. Do not go near the arena. Come back to the doorway. There will probably be a countdown, that is not for us. Do not go towards the arena, that countdown is not for us. Do not perceive the crocodile. Okay, perfect. So we can now walk up towards the purple lion. Our main tank, Pain, you can pull whenever you're ready. As soon as people are like close. Yeah. Just pull when you're ready.
Alright, one sec. Lelouch just said BRB bio.
That's fine. It's not the worst thing if they, like, miss the fight. They're just gonna miss out on a forgotten fragment of loss, which is not exactly the biggest deal.
Are they outside of the arena? Though?
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
They're back towards the doorway. So once you're ready, please step over the purple line. We're just gonna pull it. We're not gonna wait for people.
Sure, absolutely.
Perfect. Remember to still use your actions. This fight does not have an enrage, but we do see less the more actions we use. Get ready to dodge the orange. Dodge those orange puddles. And then get out of the front of the Dahu. Dodge those puddles and do not be in front of Dahu. Dahu's gonna charge north. And then he's gonna charge south. Get out of the front of Dahu. Run towards south. Get out of the huge cone. Rescue people if they're a little slow. And then please drag Dahu back towards the middle of the arena. Next up, there's going to be a bunch of little line AoEs. You're going to need to dodge out of those. Additionally, if you get a spit flame marker, you're going to take it. I did not put markers out. Just go where the markers would be. 1 and 2 north, 3 and 4 south. 1 and 2 north, 3 and 4 south. 1, 2 north, 3, 4 south. Find an ad, stand on the ad. Yo, let's go Loxius. Nice job. Okay, get ready to dodge the right-left cleave. Dodge the left-sided shockwave. Dodge into the left-sided shockwave. Okay. Get knocked back into a safe spot. You can dodge this if you're a gamer. Yo, look at that. Get out of the cone. Get out of the cone. Go towards the south. Go towards the south. Be to his right. Follow the cone. Follow the cone. After 2 cones, you are safe. We can face the boss back north. They're gonna be ad spawning. They're gonna tether to the main tank. Pull them mid. We're gonna cleave them down AoE. If Tim can please provoke the boss, once all the ads have spawned, you can provoke right about now.
Mid heavily paid.
Yeah, any mid you have, throw at Pain. We're gonna kill these ads, AoE them down. Okay, cool. And then you can invoke the boss back, Pain. Perfectly done. Damage back on Dahu. There's gonna be way more AoEs to dodge. Dodge those grounded AoEs, dodge the ad AoEs. Get ready to dodge a left-right shockwave. Get to the right, and then dodge to the left. If you get hit by only one thing. we're gonna have another split flame. 1-2 north, 3-4 south. 1-2 north, 3-4 south. Kill Dahu. Okay, so I have to come clean here. So I may have forgotten to slot back in all my actions before I drop down. So it's not an issue.
Paul,
It's not an issue. Everything is fine.
which one are you?
I am the Steel Sting, I believe. Or I might be the Spellforged. I don't know. I think I'm
Oh
the
my-
Steel Sting.
You were steel. You were steel.
Yeah, that's the one.
I switched off of Red Mage specifically because fuck that steel sting shit.
Yeah.
Then
Go and
Opal,
congratulate Luxians.
Opal, mark party members. I'll get them.
Yeah, I got you. Perfect. Yeah, this is a prime example of why you bring your actions. I'm gonna mark chains.
Oh, someone needs to take your orb as well. Which one were you?
I was F1.
You can just light curtain it, right?
Yes.
I'll take it.
Okay, perfect. So, with that out of the way, we're gonna do Queen's Guard again. Once again, if I can have my tanks. Main tank on, my left tank on 1, my right tank on 2. Additionally, if I can have my R-Sphere tanks on A, B, C, and D.
I apologize in advance. This one is still confusing to me, so I am
That's
still learning
fine.
the layout.
We are here to learn. Here, I'll just put shapes on people's heads.
Okay.
If you can steal those people.
Honestly, can you have them also move over here?
Yeah.
For...
So, are there any questions about Queen's Guard from last time? Obviously, things did not go exactly smoothly. Just make sure, I recommend after the winds and the wind and purple thing to press your sprint, as you're gonna have to either run really far out, or you might just have to like run a really long ways in. So it's always good to do that. Additionally, please try and keep the damage equal. I will try and call out to swap your damage, but yeah, if you, sorry.
I can watch damage if you'd like.
Yeah, that works. I'm also gonna call it. I'm gonna do a better job this time because I don't have to worry about action. But yeah. If you have any questions, please say them now. Otherwise, I'm gonna go and put down markers. Once you're ready, please step over the purple line. If you have any questions, stay back and ask them.
You're gonna call for when the orbs are spawning, correct?
Yep, I will call those.
Also, once again, if you are part of Opal's party and you have a shape over your head, please move this way so I can hit you with Steel Sting once the countdown starts.
Yeah, if you have a funny little shape above your head.
I'll try to get you later if we have to click off Steel and then have to apply Steel. So we have Loxius now, so hopefully we won't do that.
Yeah, so there is one final thing. So this time we actually have the duelists. First of all, if we clear, it means we will get an extra chest. Thank you to Loxius. Second of all, it means that the aggro at the beginning might be very scary. So I'm going to ask, if you are a tank, please go ahead and stand in front of one of the 4 ads real quick. Do not click on them, just stand in front of them. I will need 4 tanks to have their stance on at the start to grab the aggro off of these. You'll need to really make sure that you have aggro on it, as we don't want Loxius really taking that many autos. It's not the worst thing if it happens, but you know.
Opal, do you have any special boys, by the way?
Nope, we do not.
Okay.
Okay, at this time, just waiting on a couple of people to step across. This is where I would normally give out more re-raises, but obviously I don't have any. So if you do have a re-raise and you do not have one active, please use it now. Everyone is ready. I will do a 30-second countdown. Again, tanks, please make sure you establish good aggro. Please make sure you start applying steel and spell healers. This fight will start out with 2 raid wides, so healers, if you want to pre-shield your parties, go ahead. We might not even see the second raid wide though, so we'll see. Go and go towards the middle. We're about to get our first raid wide in just a moment. PvP's down. There's our first AoE heal everyone up. We might not see the second. Just heal everyone up real quick anyways. Okay, boss are about to disappear. Okay, if you are not one of our main tanks, stance is off. Stance is off if you're not Marina or Aurelia. Warrior to the wall, knight to the middle. Warrior to the wall, knight to the middle. Warrior to the wall, knight to the middle. Click off yellow, apply purple. Click off yellow, apply purple. Marina, please poke and pull it more towards the middle. Our first mechanic is starting. It's fine, it's gonna disappear. You're gonna check if you have a tether.
Focus damage on knight.
Focus your damage on the knight, thank you. Focus damage on the knight. If you have a tether, you're going to go to small. If you do not, go to large. Resolve this on the edge of the arena. Go to the edge of the arena. Tethers to small, rest to large. Tethers to small, rest to large. Tethers to small, rest to large. If you fall before your bomb, move where one just fell. Focus your damage on the knight. Get ready to dispel the warrior. Get ready to dispel the warrior. Dispel the warrior now. Dispel the warrior. Dispel the warrior. And heal and shield everyone up. Next up is going to be our purple and green mechanic. You're going to check and see if you have a tether. Tethers are going to go to green, the rest are going to go to purple. Tethers to wind, rest to lightning. Tethers to green, rest to purple. Focus damage on the warrior. After this goes off, press your sprint, run in towards the knight, and run out towards 3. Run to 3, get to 3 now. Dispel the warrior, focus damage on the warrior. Dispel, focus damage on warrior. Here comes our raid wide. Please dispel, dispel. Everything should be fine. Heal everyone up. There's a tank buster. Let's pray for no curse. Others are going back out. We're going to click off purple, apply yellow. Click off purple, apply yellow. Focus damage on the knight. Try and split a little more evenly. Click off purple, apply yellow. Thank you, Rain. We're gonna see another bomb mechanic. Bosses are about even. You can even out the damage now. You can even the damage out. We're gonna resolve this on the inside of the arena. Resolve this on the inside of the arena. Check and see if you have a tether. Tethers are gonna go to small. Rest are gonna go to large, but get knocked back. Get knocked back towards 2 or B. Get knocked back towards 2 or B. Tethers to small. Rest to large. If you fall before your bomb, move where one just was. Finish off the bosses. Dispel the warrior if it happens. Focus down the knight. Very good job. Okay, soldier to the wall, gunner to the center. Soldier to the wall, gunner to the center. Here comes our first mechanic. Healers can swap off of seal and spell and swap to reflect, by the way. Fun fact about frogs, the larger they are, the further they can jump. We're gonna watch where these fires that are gonna turn into frogs are gonna jump. Where to go? Towards the north. Run towards the north. Go towards A. Go all the way towards A. See where your gap is. Point your gap to the gunner in the middle. Point your gap to the gunner in the middle. Gunner in the middle. Then point it to a turret you're aligned with. Don't get double overlapped. Get back in there, do some damage.
I'm about to die. Gunner needs a tank.
Someone please provoke the gunner. Raid wide. Oh no, sorry, that's a tank buster followed by a raid wide. Please, someone provoke the gunner, and the soldier. I think the soldier needs another provoke. That is death. Yeah, they're too close together. If you re-raise, this is recoverable. Can someone please provoke the soldier if there's another tank alive? Pull them apart. Perfect. Heal everyone up. Get everyone up. This is still survivable. If you're a healer, focus on mechanics. The turrets are spawning. I need a tank to provoke each gun turret. One tank on each gun turret, please. One tank on each gun turret. Preferably one who is not an R-Sphere tank. Focus damage on the gun turret. Invul now if you're the main tank of these. Focus any damage on the gun turret. Any damage on the gun turret. Anything you have. Anything you have. Keep moving, but this is a wipe. Unfortunate. If you do re-raise, we can keep going. Keep moving. But this is a wipe, there are no healers left. You can just wait slowly for everyone to die.
I am a healer that's up, if that matters at all.
If you get LB3, you can use it, but this is likely not super recoverable.
It is highly likely it's going to be a wipe.
Yeah, this is... We can keep going though, we can see some mechanics. These are gonna jump twice. There's gonna be the same gap mechanic. Now you would go towards the safe one, that is on 4. You're gonna point your gap towards the gunner. And then you're gonna point your gap to the turret you're aligned with. Healers can LB3 if they think it's recoverable. Healers start marking yourselves. If you are dead. This is a raid wide followed by a tank buster. This is in rage, unfortunately. There's gonna be bouncing turrets in just a moment, but I do not believe we will be playing this in range, so... You can try and res people. These are the bouncing bullet turrets. You're going to have to dodge these. You can go towards D to dodge these. And stop moving, stop moving. Stop moving, sheath your weapons, do absolutely nothing. You can keep doing some damage. This will be in rage, unfortunately. There's the raid wide. Followed by our final tank buster. And then they will enrage. If you have damage, you can try and throw it. But we will not be doing 40%, I believe, on each of them. So, very good try for what it is worth.
Obalt.
Yes.
You can always just split the parties ABC left, DEF right, can't you?
Kind of.
It will at least help people organize and hopefully not end up with 20% differences.
Yeah, a little. But yeah. Very good try. I do not believe we will be re-instancing at that point. But yeah. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you all for, you know, coming and learning. If you're interested in trying again for next week, our goal will be to clear Queensguard, see Trinity Avowed, and work on that. That is our goal for next week. I'll be putting the sign up later tonight.
Alrighty.
Thank you for the run.
Thank you.
Very much.
Also, as far as CEM rules go, you all are Queen's Guard Pro.
Yeah, I will be
also, you
uploading
can join any runs that are Queen's Guard or below.
Yep. If Rare somehow decides to post a run and it is fresh prog, you are free to try and sign up for that, get yourself more practice. He is a lot more experienced. He will probably do a little bit better job teaching. But otherwise, I will also have a run for next Saturday at the same time. So if you're interested in continuing with me, that will be an option as well.
Hey, Opal.
Yeah.
I'll be your slime's color.
Oh, perfect.
I'll be the slime's collar to your golem's collar.
Yeah, congratulations, everyone. Stepping foot in the content is the first step towards actually like starting to clear it. And just by stepping in, you're already doing better than the majority of people.
When do you think the sign up for next week will be posted? Because I want to go to bed pretty soon.
It's going to be posted sometime tonight. As long as you sign up, if you are on this run, I will prioritize putting you back on the roster. So.
Oh, cool. Okay, so just catch it when I wake up in the morning.
I'm looking forward to the sign up.
Yeah. I will be including resources to look towards next week too. I'll include like a little practice question to help you guys look towards stuff.
If you want to look at Queensguard a little bit more and see a little bit more of it, if you look at Real or Contan's videos on, I believe, Twitch, there should be multiple streams you can watch that most likely almost all include a little bit of Queensguard. So if you want to get a little bit of practice just by looking at it, feel free to do that as well.
Yeah.
Are
there
there
is
any
also
links followed with it?
Yes, so if you look in DRS resources in this server, you can see that there is a stream that Phi has done that is teaching TS through TA. Additionally, there are other PFVs that you can look towards. I will be including the teaching stream in the next sign up just because it's right there. But yeah, thank you all for showing up.
What is this runner's plating footgear for?
So, that is for augmenting your Law's Order gear. In
shit.
Boja, all your gear is synced down. The only step that matters is if it has haste or not. You can get you can get the first stage of this haste gear in the Bojan Southern Front with your Bojan coins. The next upgrade to it is if you look in Gengos, the Resistance Supplier. You can get Law's Order gear, and with those plates, you can augment your Law's Order gear to be even more powerful.
Is it one plating per piece, or do I need more platings?
Nope.
It's
so
10.
You need 10 platings in order to make a secrets, and that secrets is how you upgrade it. You also need haste gear from the Bojan Southern Front in order to do that.
Oh yeah,
And
no, I'm
gold
kitted out with haste gear, the augmented Bojan stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
You also need 2 to 3 gold coins depending on what piece you want to get.
Okay.
If you take a look over at the Resistance Supplier, I believe, outside of here.
Oh, are the
you can
coins for the
see-
base Law's Order stuff? Sorry for interrupting you.
That's
Okay, well I already
what
have
the gold
that.
coins is for.
Cool.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm gonna go put up the sign up. If you are on the run on Cafe, that should be starting soon as well. It is a re-clear, so anyone who's cleared, I believe Rain might need more body, or not. Sorry, there's also a run tomorrow. There's also a run tomorrow. If you are cleared, that Rain needs more bodies for it. If you are cleared, or are a Queen and Rager, and you would like to get clear, go to Cafe and follow Rain's sign up.